Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this special edition of um. We are going to analyze what happened yesterday, Wednesday, January 16th, on the monthly meeting of New Jersey Transit Corporation and its subsidiaries, New Jersey Transit Rail Operations Inc., New Jersey Transit Bus Operations Inc., New Jersey Transit Mercer Inc., and New Jersey Transit Morris Inc. Obviously, we're gonna skip some things, especially the Pledge of Allegiance. But we are going to start our analysis from the public comment forward. And like always, every month at AJT is a interesting one that features Oren Getz, who is the vice chair of the Metro North Commuter Council, and Murray Bolden. So let's listen in. Speakers, in order to give everyone an Good morning. Operations, we'd be glad to meet with you once he's settled in. Of course, we're in charge of such a meeting. We're going to arrange a schedules on which we can provide. I'd like to know opportunity 67 in December, reporting
for that train, which is the 5:25 p.m. outbound monthly boat train, that ran all between Thanksgiving Monday and December 28th. Fiction does not have a specified formal schedule that you can keep. Further on that subject, we're expecting to have a full restoration in January, which means within approximately 2 weeks. Why should that fail to be given a date certain where our trains will be back to normal? I suspect that engineer shortages has been a bigger problem than BTC installation, despite the lack of being a convenient cover. Although they will government shutdown like a rain at their own such inspections needed only on the Atlantic City and DC lines. Because reduced service will continue on all other lines, service on American Valley is where it can and should be happening as soon as that is available. If for any reason this is not followed February 1st, we're expecting an extended and increased discount that's 25% system-wide, not just the council line, which is only fans of the store. Any attempt by NJ Transit to make any of these cuts more permanent is not acceptable, as well as make clear at the public hearings that will be required under the legislation at the time. Even though the last start of Fort Worth, Texas was delayed by over 4 days despite the shutdown, we do not see a delay as an obstacle to getting our trains back. We've been following with interest the discussions about a less expensive proposal for tunnel restoration along the alternate Sutherland line. As the Hudson River tunnels are less damaged than the East River tunnels, we encourage you to look into the viability of a similar road proposal that currently the useful tunnels now, requiring only weekend crossings as is done before. To have two operating tunnels repaired in just a few years, rather than 12, would allow a much more affordable gateway. We see the current massive proposal as mainly benefiting real estate developers, consultants, and the infrastructure investment complex, not matters, particularly in the short term. We went down such an unaffordable around 10 years ago with the work. It's usually best to bring an inexpensive, practical way to expand transaction capacity. We know that the new legislation attempting to reform New Jersey Transit has been signed. Regarding the board expansion, we're glad to see representatives of Boston Common Unions on the board, and hopefully they will soon be given an actual vote, making our participation more meaningful. We're concerned about the Cleveland agency representatives, not from the national to American organizations. And we can see that no single board member is required to be dependent on transit mobility, so this important perspective do not make it. Other changes of the legislation, university and public hearings before service cuts and fare increases, evening meetings, give us some hope, but talk is cheap and time will kill. We're pessimistic about the effectiveness of a consumer advocate. Presumably that's included to give us some, but not only was the last chief compliance officer carrying out 4 months on the job, but the Murphy administration has followed the footsteps of the Christie administration by making every plan against it. Of course, things and advocates can change. In the case of New Jersey Transit, we certainly hope that they do it with the working for positive signs. Thank you. Thank you. The next speaker is Mary Bowden.
Here we go. Let's start to laugh, people. You wasn't there, thank God.
everyone has a well communicating differently. Now, trying to the horse, we have that's the direction we're going. We're thinking differently. Why can't we not good? I hope this is what it is.
You always lie, Maury.
So,
Oh, come on, Murray. You're a cynical brat. That's a lie. That's a lie. You're not gonna leave New York. One thing. The question of the night is the following: will Murray Bowden show up this upcoming Tuesday at MTA headquarters in Lower Manhattan? Please post your comments below, and on Tuesday morning we'll unveil the answer. But what if a person wants to go directly to Penn Station without going to Hoboken and taking a ferry? Or even worse, the psychopath? Who is Mr. G? We don't know.
Yes, I'm watching the video for myself right now. Oh my God, Murray, what the hell, man? You know, if I was there, if I was at that meeting, I would have strictly talked about NJT. I would have read the agenda if it was available to me, and I would have pretty much said to the board that most of you have been appointed by Governor Murphy, and you guys are taking right steps. I see some very good improvements. There's a customer communication feed. I would have made my point, and I would have said, I use the Long Island Railroad a lot, and I feel that they don't communicate as much as you guys do. Hopefully, they will take a page out of your book, and they'll learn that there needs to be more communication.
Oh, by the way, according to a Newsday article written by Alfonso Castillo, Philip and dates at the Long Island Railroad might be counted. Well, folks, we are still here. It's 8:22 in the evening. We're still Whew, thank God they finished the public speaking session. Yeah, let's speak about the bus purchases that starts on page 8 of the material book of AJT. And apparently, New Jersey Transit Bus Operations Inc. is the third agency in the tri-state area to enter an agreement with New Flyer Industries to bring the 60-foot articulated buses. First was the MTA with their XN60s, XD60s, and recently we had the Beeline bus up in Westchester County. No, actually, it's the fourth. New Jersey Transit becomes the fourth transit agency in the tri-state area. Let's say, I'm not sure if Connecticut has an agreement with New Flyer, but I'm assuming yes. So New Jersey Transit becomes the fifth transit agency in the tri-state area to enter an agreement with New Flyer Industry of America. As you guys know, the MTA has an agreement with New Flyer that started years ago with the Galaxies. Then came the Excelsiors, the XD40s, the XD60s, and then we had the XN40s, the XE40s, and the XN60s. And then the Nassau Nines in Nassau County did the same with the XN40s and XN60s. And most recently, oh, and I forgot to mention, the MTA purchased also some XDE40s. And the Beeline bus in Westchester County purchased recently some XDE60s. And it looks like New Jersey Transit is going on the same path. So New Jersey Transit is acquiring 8560 footers that will replace the Neil Plans AN460. They are expecting they'll beyond the their lifespan. And of course, the cost will be $65 million plus 5% of contingencies. And the authorization of this contract will allow the replacement of New Jersey Transit's aging articulated fleet, which is reaching the end of expected life service. Just like the Beeline bus in Westchester County, they have the Neo plans as well. So the Neo plans on with the Beeline bus and on AJT will be a thing of the past. And of course, the UC Transit is introduce electric buses, but these bus fleets are going to be in Camden County. So most likely they will either enter an agreement either with New Flyer or Proterra. In the new buses will be no flooring, will have back rikes, something that the majority of the MTA buses lack thereof. Will have wheelchair ramp security system, improved intercom system, and LED lighting to enhance the customer experience. And one of the things that they mentioned on the presentation is that they will have USB charging ports. Also, something that the Beeline buses don't have. But it will be interesting enough to see them in any of the bus routes that depart from the Abraham Lincoln Bus Terminal in Midtown. For those routes that depart from the bus terminal. So we're gonna go to actual item itself and let's listen.
Recommend the purchase. Strategy. Features.
Oh, if NJT does that, if NJT does that, it will become the second transit agency to have Wi-Fi. In other words, I'm mentioning the tri-state area of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. It will be the second transit agency to have Wi-Fi on their buses. Well, folks, it's official. AJT is going to have 85 60 footers. My new flyer. It will be something like this. Of course, their usual colors. But we don't know if it will be the XD60s, the XDE60s. We don't know as of yet, but we will be starting to see the first bus in about 8 months. So we're January. So we're talking about between August and September of this year. Where in New Jersey? We'll never. Who knows? And let's attach to that. Um, Obviously we are monitoring the storm. And we're gonna go right now to the MTA's website. Right now, nothing on the rails. We have delays on the one train We have Bronx Bound 1 trains are running with delay due to signal problems at Franklin Street. In addition, we have Brooklyn bound B and C trains have resumed with delays after earlier train brakes were activated at 116th Street. Plus, tonight we have a second to last day of Fast Track along the Nassau Street Loop. So starting 50 minutes from now, J trains will be running only between Jamaica Center, Parsons Archer, and Delancey 6. For Bowery, Canal Street, Chambers Street, Fulton Street, and Broad Street, use the nearby 4 or 6 trains. Transfer between J and F trains at Delancey at 6 streets. Transfer between F and 6 trains at Broadway, Lafayette Street, Bleecker Street. And transfer between 4 and 6 trains at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall. And for service between Manhattan and Brooklyn, consider the A, C, or L trains via transfer at Broadway Junction, Eastern Parkway, Fulton Street, and Van Sinderen Avenue. And local 4 train service will be available at Bleecker Street after 1:30 a.m. In addition, we have M train service will end early between Forest Hill, 71st Avenue, Murder Avenue, Broadway, because of Fast Track along the Nassau Street line. For stations along Queens Boulevard, take the E, F, and R trains. For stations along 53rd Street, take the E. For service between and along 6th Avenue between 47 50th Street and Delancey Essex Streets, take the F train. For service between Delancey Essex and Murder Avenue Broadway, take the J. Transfer between trains at Jackson Heights Roosevelt Avenue EFR, 34th Street Hell Square FR, West 4th Street EF, Delancey Essex Street FJ, Murder Avenue Broadway JM. Reminder, late night M service will run as normal between Middle Village, Metropolitan Avenue, Murder Avenue Broadway. In addition, due to lower train staging, Manhattan-bound D and N trains will make local stops between 36th Street, 4th Avenue, and DeKalb Avenue. D and N trains will start local service early as we move equipment to place for overnight planned work. Please note, beginning at 10:30 p.m. between January 28th and 31st, D trains will run express between 36th Street, 4th Avenue, and Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center. And also, due to track replacement, B trains will end early. At travel alternatives, take the A, C, D, or Q trains. Transfer at 59th Street, Columbus Circle for the A, C, or D trains, 34th Street, Herald Square, DQ, or Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center, DQ. Please view C Train Advisory for additional information that will affect your trip. And also until December 31st, our trains will run every 12 minutes between 7 p.m. and 10:15 p.m. From 7 a.m. to from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., our trains departing Forest Hills, 71st Avenue will depart every 12 minutes. From 8:30 p.m. to 10:15 p.m., R trains departing Bay Ridge 95th Street in Brooklyn will run every 12 minutes. And R trains are running in a modified schedule because the D, N, and R trains are sharing tracks on the local bound tracks in Brooklyn between 36th Street, Brooklyn, and DeKalb Avenue. And also, N train service will run every 12 minutes. Beginning at 7 p.m., N trains departing Coney Island and Stillwell Avenue will run every 12 minutes. Beginning at 8:30 p.m., N trains departing Astoria Denmark Boulevard in Queens will run every 12 minutes. N trains are running on a modified schedule because the D, N, and R trains are sharing the Manhattan-bound local track between 36th Street, 4th Avenue, and DeKalb Avenue. And also, as we mentioned before, Manhattan-bound D and N trains will run local between 36th Street, 4th Avenue, and DeKalb Avenue every Monday to Fridays until December 31st, 2019. And we have the service change on the Pascagoula Valley line. And we have delays on the Port Jervis lines. We have update Port Jervis lines of subject to up to a 45-minute delay in both directions because of Metro North signal problem near Harriman. And we have delays on the B35 and B35 Limited because of traffic on Church Avenue between McDonald and Utica Avenue. And also we have delays in both directions on buses running on the Jamaica, specifically Archer Avenue, Jamaica Avenue, Southern Boulevard, and buses running on the downtown Flushing area are delayed because of traffic in those areas. Please allow additional travel time. And as a reminder, Monday, January 21st is Martin Luther King Day. The New York City subway and the Staten Island Railway will run on a weekday schedule. New York City buses will operate on a reduced weekday schedule with minor timing changes except for Staten Island Queens buses where limited stops routes operate on the S81, 84, 86, 90, 91, 92, 94, 96, 98, Q4, Q6, Q25, and Q65 will not be running on Monday. Weekday local service will operate along these routes. In addition, all Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Queens buses and express routes will operate on a special schedule with minor adjustments on departure times. For real-time precision on buses on all routes, visit MTA Bus Time. Long Island Railroad will operate on a regular weekday schedule, but off-peak fares will be in effect. And on Metro North, will operate on an enhanced Saturday schedule with 37 extra trains during the high travel periods on the Hudson, Harlem, and New Haven lines. The enhanced Saturday's service will include 21 extra trains on the Harlem line, which include 2 additional Wasatch connections, plus 3 Hudson line extras, plus 13 um, New Haven extra trains offering connections, and for west of Hudson, there will be 3 additional trains on the Port Jervis lines, and off-peak fares will apply all day. And we have the Hudson Rail Link and the Haverstraw, New Halsey and Newburgh Beacon ferries will be operating on an enhanced Saturday schedule. For any information, visit mta.info. So, with that in mind, we want to thank everybody for joining us on this Thursday night. And as a reminder, this upcoming Tuesday, January 22nd, we will be live at 2 Broadway for this month's committee meeting. And we'll be live on MTA headquarters on Thursday, January 24th for the full board meeting. So stay tuned to my YouTube channel for the regular edition of Jason's Discharge. So thank you for joining us and enjoy your Thursday night.